Hello and welcome back to the NAS Metal production channel here at YouTube. Welcome to another album of the week. This, of course, is episode number 37, and it definitely was long overdue. And I ain't gonna get into the reasons behind why this is long overdue, because I've had enough breaks already. All right, so of course I just said it there. Today, we, of course, for this week's album pick, of course, goes to another album that was released in 1979, and at this point is for sure 40 years old. Now, I don't know what year, I know what year this album was released on, but I really don't know what day or month. I don't know what month this album was released. I know, I guess the slight recording date, I guess you can say, but right now I'm not on the page, so I kind of forgot what was the recording date. But right now it's not the big deal. Big deal is that this, of course, is for Electric Sun's debut album, which of course is titled Earthquake. Of course, if you are familiar, this of course is the band that Uli Jon Roth formed after leaving Scorpions. Of course, was guitar player for Scorpions pretty much from Fly the Rainbow, and Trance, Virgin Killer, Taken by Force, and of course Tokyo Tapes, and then that was it. Left, and then of course formed Electric Sun, with of course new guys, Clive Edwards on drums, and Ulriden on bass. And of course being again here released in 1979, though don't know what month or date this was released. And right now, this is also the only album that I've got of Electric Sun. So, if you are definitely familiar with Uli Jon Roth and Scorpions, and you pretty much know what you're gonna get with Earthquake, the debut album from Electric Sun, you pretty much know what you're gonna get. Uli Jon Roth definitely writes an album that could have easily been the follow-up to Taken by Force. More so than the album that Scorpions released in 1979, or this very same year, which was released back in February, and I could have done a spotlight on that one, and I almost thought about it. Maybe at a later date I'll spotlight Love Drive from Scorpions. Earthquake here is a damn good wreck. This album is freaking good. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on here, and plenty of Uli Jon Roth's juicy guitar licks and melodies and soloing and riffs and everything are on here. His vocals, well, if you are familiar with some of the songs that he actually did sing with Scorpions, like Hellcat or Dark Lady, some of the parts on there, and you pretty much know what you're going to get with this one, because he pretty much sings the whole album. Definitely not a great singer, but for what the music is here, it actually kind of fits it. He is definitely not the worst singer. As compared to okay, so again back to I guess now to really highlight some songs here. For sure, the album starts off with Electric Sun, which is a killer rocker, and definitely has a lot of that kind of stuff you would hear on maybe songs such as, again, some of the Hellcat off of In Trance. Just a really great way to kick it off. Lilac is definitely one of the more softer tracks. A little more, almost on a krautrock kind of feel to some of this stuff here. Even, of course, with Burning Wheels Turning, and of course, Japanese Dream. And of course, it definitely should be noted, he is very influential to a lot of the Japanese guitar players. I mean, if you listen to most of those Japanese guitar players, or many of the ones from maybe like Loudness, or even Concerto Moon and those kind of bands, you're going to hear the influence from Uli Jon Roth. And of course, other songs like Sundown, which is another favorite of mine, even alongside Japanese Dream, Still So Many Miles Away, and of course, the 10-minute epic, the title track, which I believe is actually pretty much an instrumental track, and it's just fucking amazing. I mean, every one of these songs are pretty much good, but the title track is easily just next to the title to the song Electric Sun This is just great fucking work. And I mean, if you want to, for any new guitar players out there, definitely check out that track, and especially any of the stuff he did with Scorpions. But the song right here is for sure an essential listen. It's a 10-minute guitar-driven epic, and when it gets to the heavy parts, it definitely gets to it, and he rips on it. I mean, there is a lot of great musicianship on here, and you definitely can hear some of his Hendrix influence here and there, but it's just fucking great. This whole album's good. I could go on and on about how good this album is from Electric Sun and Uli John Roth, and I could definitely say this is some of the finest work from Uli John Roth. I'll put this right next to albums such as In Trance and Virgin Killer and Taken by Force. Any of those three I can put right next to. It's just that fucking good. At a later point, I'll definitely get to albums such as Firewind and, of course, 1985's Beyond the Astral Skies. So, and of course, Uli John Roth has, of course, been doing stuff still, putting out solo work, still been touring. He's a touring machine, pretty much. So with that, if you are familiar with this album, definitely leave your comments down below. If you are not familiar, like I said, this is definitely a recommended album, and I would say is pretty essential for those who are a fan of his stuff with Scorpions. Even if you don't end up caring much for his vocals as a guitar playing or the musicianship, it's freaking great. So, with that, here I'll definitely have some stuff round out for this week. So until then, this is Heavy Thrash Shed Sam out, and I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.